Okay, this is just really funny, to be honest. Okay, welcome back everyone to the channel. I hope that you are having a great one out there on this cloudy, shortly stormy day that it is over here. Okay, today we are listening to the band Tom Tom Club. We're going to listen to their track Genius of Love. This is off of their album of the same name, their debut, released in 1981. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Jason. So Jason, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support and of course the recommendation. And I see that this was also suggested by Spawn, Shauna or Shayna, Stuntman Croc McGinty, I got you, Russ Keith, Michael Michelle, and Second Road. Not the first road, but the second road. As I'm pulling up all the information so I can, get everything together and get all the information right, like you guys see what I'm doing here, right? I couldn't help but notice as I pulled up the song and everything. You got Tina Weymouth on the vocals from Talking Heads. You got Adrian Belew on guitar. I don't recognize the other names right now, but already we are perhaps starting off on the right foot. We are already in the right direction. Jason had also suggested the music video, so we're gonna take a chance. We're gonna watch the music video. I've been having very bad luck with music videos recently and them getting blocked, but we're going to give it a shot. Of course, if it is blocked, it'll be edited and stuff, but we're going to go ahead and pull that up. We're going to give it a watch. It started. Hold on. Let me get you guys up here. Anytime I open it up, it starts it. We're going to go ahead and give it a watch. We'll give it a listen. And of course, we'll talk about it after. I have high hopes about this one, though, just based on some of the personnel involved. Here we go. I'm completely dumb. I'm completely dumb because I've totally forgotten. We had actually watched and heard a live version of this. What the heck? Some. I was so confused as to where that music was coming from. It actually I was like, is my phone ringing? But my phone's on vibrate. So, okay. We had actually watched a live version of this from Stop Making Sense from Talking Heads, and they performed this track. I pulled it up here. It's right here, right? We had actually, I didn't realize that it was a song from, Tina's band there with everyone else there in Belew. So even though this isn't exactly my first listen because we did watch a live version of it, I did not recognize that this was that song. The synapses weren't synapsing in that one. However, that aside, it's still such a fun sound that they have the music video perfectly actually pictured everything. I love the drawings and the doodling and the sketches and how it's, not stop motion, but kind of stop motion, made it like a little cartoon. That was just really, really cool. Even looking at the lyrics here on Genius, the actual, I'm assuming this is the single cover. I love that. I love how that's what they came up with. I can just imagine, this is how I imagine it. Like everyone in the band was kind of given a certain scene to draw and they just kind of doodled it, put it all together and made this really cool music video to go along with it. Anyways, I love Tina's singing here, that whispery kind of breathy, but in heaven, and then about your boyfriend, like, right? It's just kind of cool. It's just cool. And the keys and the guitar work, beep, 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 beep. Like, it's a fun melody, and I love the almost B-52-like way of that being played. This isn't like one of the B-52's kind of swing kind of songs, but this is something a little bit more laid back, a little more pulled back. And I love how they approach it. Obviously, Belew, you can hear him and feel him all through this and his influence here. The drum machine, Chris France on that with Uzziah, Sticky Thompson on some of the additional percussion as well. I really enjoyed the little, such an 80s kind of thing, like that little rap section that's in the middle of this thing, just to kind of give it a little extra vocal rhythm fun right there at the end. This is a fun track to listen to, and it's a fun music video. There is no doubt about that. Let's take a look at these lyrics here. What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Natural fun. I'm in heaven with my boyfriend, my laughing boyfriend. There's no beginning, there's no end. Time isn't present in that dimension. You'll take my arm when we're walking, rolling, and rocking. It is one time I'm glad I'm not a man. Feels like I'm dreaming, but I'm not sleeping. Listen, they're just having a wonderful time. They're in love. It's a beautiful, ingenious thing. I'm in heaven with the maven of funk mutation. Clinton's musicians such as Bootsy Collins, Little Parliament coming out, Funkadelic and such. Raise expectations to a new intention. No one can sing quite like Smokey Robinson. Wailin' and skankin' to Bob Marley. Reggae's expanding with Sly and Robbie. I love all the musician call-outs, Sly and the Family Stone there. Oops, your mama said. Oops, your mama. All the weekend boyfriend was missing. I surely miss him. The way he'd hold me in his arms. We went insane and we took cocaine. Well, okay. Bohannon, stepping in a rhythm to a Curtis blow. Who needs to think when your feet just go? With a hippie the hip and a hippie the hop. Who needs to think when your feet just go? James Brown. If you see him, please remind him. Unhappy boyfriend. Well, he's the genius of love. He's got a greater depth of feeling. Well, he's the genius of love. He's so deep. And of course, that's when it pictures him underwater. All the weekend stepping in a rhythm to a Curtis blow. Who needs to think when your feet just go? And it goes on from there. Says it reached #1 on the U.S. Billboard Disco Top 80. And was performed, of course, by Talking Heads on Stop Making Sense. Accompanied by a hand-drawn crayon and colored pencil music video. So Rolling Stone ranked the song number 26 in their list of 200 greatest dance songs of all time. It says, according to Talking Heads biographer, the song originated after Franz copped a beat from Zapp's 1980 hit, More Bounce to the Ounce. Zapp, like Zappa? No, Zapp. There's a band called Zapp. Okay, I didn't know. Blue created a rhythm guitar part. Stanley created the keyboard melody, and Weymouth wrote the words. Of course, the lyrics pay tribute to many notable black musicians and singers, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, and the list goes on, as we had mentioned in the lyric there. Getting to the recording, Weymouth sings the primary lead, France plays drums. Identity of bass. Okay, a little interest here. Although Tina was responsible for writing the bass line and had intended to play it herself on the record, she was forced to pass it on to another musician. She said, we were given extremely limited studio time, just 3 days. And when it was time to do that track, my whole right arm seized up in a terrible cramp and I couldn't play. I had never played in the studio around the clock like we were doing, so I didn't even know that could happen. I ended up waking the assistant engineer, he was asleep under the console, and I showed him the part and he played it. That's why you need a good engineer. That's why you need good people surrounding you for this kind of thing. Chris was mad, but I really couldn't play. My hand wasn't even close, so we did what we had to do. These things happen. Yes, indeed, they seem to absolutely happen. Let me know, of course, what you guys thought of the track and, of course, of the video, which was just really fun to listen to. In the comments down below, Jason, thank you once again for the suggestion, as well as everyone else. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.